them apart, but now they're together. They're two wacky gringos in all kinds of weather. When it's sunny, they're funny. When it's rainy, they're zany. They're two gringos who sometimes do bits.
Good after morning, noon, evening, everybody. Hi.
Hello,
Welcome.
everybody.
Hi, Mike. How you doing?
Hello, Patrick. I'm Mike, as Patrick just said. That's Patrick.
And I'm Patrick, as Mike just said. And we're two Bit Gringos.
Two Bit Gringos.
Yeah, doing bits or not. Gringoing. We're just
Taking it
gringoing up the
easy.
place.
In the wonderful land of pandemia.
Pandemia. Oh, joy.
Oh,
It just
joy.
keeps getting better. The earthquake the other night was like the icing on top of the gravy, on top of the cake.
Yeah.
That
Do
is
you
our life.
check off the natural disasters? Do you have like a checklist?
Yeah.
Wildfires, check. Earthquake, check.
Yeah. Locusts are next on the list, by the way. So, how are you doing, man?
Well, when you get to 9, be really careful, because the next one,
Ooh.
the 10th, is usually deadly.
Ew.
Well, these have all been kind of deadly.
Yeah, right. Like these have been a walk in the park.
Yeah.
A coughing.
Yeah, how am I doing? I'm doing
Yeah.
okay. I mean, it just keeps going on. You feel, I don't know what the word is, useless, or you just hang around all day long and, wait for the next natural disaster. But, no, there is a little bit of hope because things will be opening up soon and people are looking forward to that.
They will. Yeah.
How about you? How are you doing, Patrick?
Well, I'm doing much better now. My girl is back from the East Coast. Gabrielle was with her grand twins for a month.
A month?
And the longest month of my life.
Yeah, and I see you're not by the beach anymore.
No, I'm out in the backyard by the pool.
Yeah.
I wish.
Staying home now.
Mostly home. Mostly, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, the good news is the air, I think Saturday, the smoke finally cleared. I saw the blue sky for the first time in 10 days.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
Yeah. And it
That's
doesn't
horrible.
smell like a campfire.
I can only imagine. One time, I don't know if you ever came over, when I lived in Mystic Garden. Did you ever?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Mystic Garden.
A delightfully misnamed
there
place.
are fields next to Mystic Garden, and I think every year they light them on fire.
Yeah.
It's some agricultural, I don't know, thing.
It's the easy way to clear the weeds.
It's, a way to clear the fields. But let me tell you, the smoke just from these fields came right into the house. And I actually, my daughter was visiting at one time, and we had to leave. And it reminded me of the scenes I've seen on the news, because I had to drive down this road, and there's fire on both sides,
Yeah.
And it's a horrible thing. And then when you go back to your house, you have this soot all over in the windows and everything.
Some of these people trying to escape fires, and they're driving through situations like that. The heat is so hot, it melts the tires, and it, as they're going.
Oh my God.
And
and I don't mean to compare to your fires, because it's nothing like
but
that.
You have a relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, we have some guests today.
Oh, yes, we got a little something, a little special announcement. I'd like to say this is a premiere. This is the first time anybody's ever heard this, but I think Facebook kind of beat us to it. But anyway, yes, let's bring on our first guest here. He's a repeat offender, Mr. Phil Bennett.
Careful about your words. Here in Boquete, we don't say repeat offender too often.
He's a recurring guest.
Recurring guest, yes.
Yes.
Phil,
Hi, Phil.
just called you a repeat offender because you've been on the show so many times. But...
Well, can I keep that corner? I like being in that corner of the screen.
Yeah. It looks different on your screen than my screen. So.
Oh, does it?
Yeah. And the way we record it, basically, it looks the way it looks on my screen. Right now, you're kind of down in between us here.
Right. Of course, that.
Hi, Phil. What's new?
You've all disappeared. Oh, there you are. Okay. Sorry, you disappeared for a moment. Yeah, what's new? The thunder has started, which is why I'm wearing the headphones, because with the noise of the rain that's going to happen soon, I wouldn't be able to hear you and you wouldn't be able to hear me, which
no, of course not.
some may think is good. But however,
Yes.
so what's going on?
Yes, what's going on?
Yeah, well, we haven't had as many earthquakes as you have.
Well, close
but-
though.
Close. Okay, what's going on? Right. A week from tomorrow, we will be restarting the BCP Tuesday market.
The Tuesday market.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
to do it on Tuesday.
Sweet.
there's the
Tuesday
thunder.
market.
Yeah, Tuesday market. So we're going to do it on Tuesday, just to be controversial.
Right on.
And we've been pretty busy for the last couple of months trying to get this organized because, as you can imagine, there are lots of hoops to jump through.
Oh, I'll bet.
And we have successfully jumped through all of them that we know of.
So let me ask you, the picture behind you, is that a kind of accurate description of what the market is going to look like, or?
It's what we wanted it to look like.
Yeah.
We set it up last week for Minsa to come and evaluate and check us out. And what we've got there, if I move to one side a bit, the total, I think, of 48 tables in there, which are no closer, no less than 2 meters apart, and 3 meter aisles, so plenty of space for everybody. However, Minsa then decided that they would only allow a maximum of 25 tables with one vendor at each, and then 25 customers at any given time.
Oh.
So the ones you see over the other side, that side, won't be there. We'll be concentrating on one half of the room, and we'll have 25 tables. We've actually got enough vendors lined up now, so that with a couple of left over, that we will actually have 2 shifts, one alternate Tuesdays. So we'll have about 25 vendors each week.
Cool.
With no overlap.
Okay.
Will there be a way to know which vendors are attending which week, or is it kind of?
Yeah, we'll know. Well, no, actually,
you'll know.
We'll know. What
You
we're
have
going
to
to
go
do.
and see.
Yeah. No, what we're going to do is the weekend before each Tuesday, we're going to post a list of which vendors will be there, so the public will know. And I'll do that on Facebook and probably on Cherokee Life as well.
All right.
So we'll make sure the word gets out there.
Yeah, and Instagram.
And Instagram.
You're getting a nice following on Instagram now.
Yeah, I noticed that. Yeah. So
you said, Phil, that there can be 25 people in the 25 customers, let's say, or visitors in the space.
Each table can only have one vendor at it, one person representing the vendor at it. Then apart from the staff, of which there will be quite a few for various reasons, various functions, we will be allowed 25 customers in the room at any given time. So we're going to have to count them out and count them back, sort of thing.
Are you going to have any kind of food vendors?
There are. I can actually quickly tell you what we've got. Both. This really applies almost equally to each week. We'll have fruit and vegetable vendors at each week. We'll have coffee vendors each week. We'll have a baker each week. We have a couple of people selling pre-made foods, so there'll be one of those each week. And apart from that, there'll be 2 charities each week, jewelry, tourism things. We tried to get an equal mix each week.
Cool.
I mean, there's people that don't fit into any of the categories I've just mentioned, like Cloud Forest Botanicals. I'm not quite sure what to categorize them at, but they'll be there in the first week.
I call that the little bottle category, the tiny
little
bottle
bottle, yes.
category.
Okay, they're the only one we've got in that category that I can see. So yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, we're sort of working on a week 1 or odd numbered weeks and even numbered weeks, with the first one being presumably number 1,
That
which will be fairly odd.
sounds excellent, though. I mean, I guess people will have to kind of wait in line outside, you know?
Yeah. So people might have to be patient for a few minutes. We'll try not to have people spending too long inside the market chatting when there's
Right.
people.
Well, I
waiting
suggest getting a clown or a magician to entertain people while they're in line outside. And I'm sure
I thought that
Mike
was for
Schwartz would like
inside.
that.
I thought that was for inside to get them to go
Yeah,
out.
I was actually thinking we could have a drummer inside. That'll get rid of them.
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Oh, I had to get it in
Oh,
somewhere,
Phil.
didn't I?
Bad Phil. Bad Phil.
Bad Phil.
You know, here in LA, we have the same limitations. So when you go to Trader Joe's, they only allow a certain amount of people inside. So you queue up outside, but they have little easy ups so you can be in the shade. And a pleasant, young, lovely person comes around offering everybody a little bottle of water while you wait. A nice little thing like that. So there's a lot of great ways to.
We might not go that far.
Well,
see.
no. A little bottle of vodka or gin would be great.
Yeah, I guess so. Some people will probably object, but
pass out many bottles. The more you drink, the more you buy.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, we can certainly work on that one.
Yeah. The mayor might not be crazy about that idea, but you know.
Apart from that, there's one other little bit of news that I can start to share with you now.
Oh yes, please.
And that is that you know, we used to have the Tuesday talks, and there was quite often comments from both vendors and members of the public that they didn't like us having the Tuesday talks on a Tuesday because A, the vendors couldn't go to them,
right,
and B, people complained about the noise outside, and you know, also some people didn't like having to push through a crowd to get there. Of course, pushing through a crowd now is definitely out of the question.
Out of the question, yeah.
What we are close to being able to announce details of is something that we're going to call community chat, which will not take place in the theatre and it won't take place on Tuesday.
But it's still alliterative, so that's good.
Yeah, so we're going to do that weekly and see where we go from there.
Cool, man. That sounds like a great thing.
Yeah,
well, thanks for bringing that good news in, man.
Yeah, and going back to the market.
So where are you planning on doing this community crap? I mean, chat. Community chat.
As far away from any drummers as we possibly can. Well, the most likely possibility at the moment is to do it in the library.
Cool. That's
the
a beautiful library.
Yeah, the library also wanted to start doing something like this, so we're probably going to get together and do it there.
Excellent.
It might be alternate weeks to start with, you know, depending on the demand and how willing people are to actually go out.
All right.
And you know, that's like with the market. You know, hopefully, within not very many weeks, we'll be allowed to expand that and have maybe, you know, more than 25 vendors. And we've got people on waiting lists as well. So we've got well over 50 vendors already that want to be in the market.
Nice.
So
all right. That's excellent news, buddy. Thank you.
It is. Good news. I think we better move along because we have another
guest. Do you want to hang on for a minute, Phil, or do you want to bail?
I'll bail out and give my room over to Oscar.
All right, buddy. Thanks,
man.
Have
a big round of applause for
Phil. Big round of applause.
Yay, yay. And the occasional goat's upset.
I just hear goat.
Bye, guys.
All right. Bye, Phil. Thanks.
Take care, you old goat.
And now our next guest, he's always got something going on, right, Mike? This guy
he's
got it happening all over the place.
Got it going on.
He's got it going on, yeah.
He's got it going on.
He's joining us any second now. Here it comes.
Any second.
Mr. Oscar Peña. There he is.
Oscar.
Hi, Oscar.
Oscar on the street. He's finally off the street.
Right now, I am not on the street.
I know. I know.
But yeah.
How did we get you off the street?
I mean,
he's a streetwalker, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, don't go there. Yeah, we can't spill everything here, man. Save some secrets. Oscar, how you doing, man?
Unbelievable. How about you guys?
Yeah,
We're hanging in there for a bunch of old.
I'd say unbelievable.
Hey, we're
Kind
still
of
alive.
believable.
Do you
Still
have a
alive.
roof and a plate and meal?
Yep, got a roof,
There you go.
got
Then we're
3
good.
hots and a cot,
Yeah. Yeah.
and a pool in the backyard there.
Yeah, jealous.
So yeah, it's great. I wasn't able to use it for the past 10 days because it was either over 100 degrees or the air was so thick you could eat it with a fork.
Yeah.
But now it's
Patrick
getting a
is
little
in,
bit better.
Los Angeles, and he's suffering.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
suffering. But
Yeah.
enough about me. Let's talk about you. What do you think of me? No. What do you,
Oldest joke in the book.
Oscar? Where are you from, buddy?
I'm originally from Cali, Colombia. It's,
Okay.
and southwest of Colombia. It's very
Uh-huh.
well
Let's see.
known for the sugarcane production and capitals of salsa dancing. Oh, yeah.
Salsa dancing and reggaeton. Is reggaeton from Cali?
No, it's
No.
more Medellin.
Ah, okay.
I thought rigatoni was an Italian pasta. Wait a minute.
Not reggaetoni.
What brought you to Boquete, Oscar?
Well, it brought me, when I left Colombia in 2006, I was studying hotel and tourism management. And before that, I was working as a mechanic in a mechanic garage. I used to rebuild CV joints for
Oh,
vehicles.
wow.
I used to do suspension work, and that was a job that I learned to do to my family. My family pretty much did all that since I was born, even before that. So when
Very cool.
I pretty much grew up in a mechanic garage. At the age of 4, I was playing. I didn't have Play-Doh. I have a big tank of grease, grease. So I was just using grease like a Play-Doh. Unique childhood.
Wow. I'll bet Mom was happy about that, Oscar.
I can see. Yeah, I can see your dad.
Oh, and on
Don't
top
play
of
with
that,
the grease.
Oscar was doing this because it was so interesting, the texture of grease. And then I will just this with my white t-shirts.
The joys of Greece. Next party's at your house, buddy, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, well, that was pretty much what I was doing, and I started studying this. It caught my eye. Believe it or not, I was very shy kid.
No.
Yes, very much. So when I started studying this, it really opened a lot of things that they didn't knew about me. And the fact that tourism and get to know people from other countries, from other continents, it really got the eye on me. And so in 2006, I left Colombia and I went to Costa Rica. I passed through Panama, and Panama was always in the back of my head.
Yeah.
So I stayed in Costa Rica for 3 years and a half, and I worked in an industry for 3 years. I got to learn my second language over there. It wasn't easy. I had several tough moments, many life experiences that taught me and built me who I am today. And then I got here in August 2009. I thought I saw an opportunity to come to Panama, and I arrived here in Boquete. And since I got here in Boquete or Panama, I just felt home for some reason. And I know,
how did you choose Boquete? How did Boquete get on your radar?
Well, it's because in that moment I was dating the mother of my son. So basically she was already established here. And it was kind of like one thing went to the other. It was coincidence. It was fortunate that I ended up here. I was living on the beach town in Costa Rica, Manuel Antonio. And then when I got here, well, I felt very nice. It was kind of nice change of atmosphere, the ambiance. Yeah. And I just felt like home. Panama culture is quite similar to my culture. We're very similar. We share a lot of history.
Yes.
We're not the same, but we just combine very well, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And then I started working, being an entrepreneur. At the beginning, I was working as a volunteer coordinator for a local organization. It was called Unexpected Moments of Magic, Panama. Then that's how I got involved with the community. I got involved with the Civil Protection of Panama, CINAPROC. I became volunteer of those.
Oh, cool.
And yeah, I got to assist several situations or emergencies, like floods and.
Just for the viewers at home, Cineproc is the search and rescue, basically arm of the Panama government, right? Am I correct?
Yes.
Yes. So yeah, that's the only time. In fact, there's only 2 times when I ever see a helicopter in Boquete. It's either Cineproc looking for somebody or one of the ex-presidents coming to town.
Yeah.
And even the Cineproc, they work in together with what is the special frontier police, the no army, but you know, like the Cineproc. Sometimes when they have to search for somebody, they have to use those helicopters.
Okay.
Then I started in 2011. I realized something that is me here as a foreigner, but even I'm a Spanish speaker. I challenged to how to get things done. Residency, drive license, things that most people have to deal with when they are in a foreign country.
Excellent.
Now that was me, that I was a Spanish speaker. I couldn't imagine how challenging would that be with someone who didn't speak the language.
Right.
So that started this company was called Mucho Gusto Panama. And through Mucho Gusto Panama, I was offering a lot of the expat services and private services like transportation, interpreter services, private relocation, tours for couples or no more than 4 people, and customized activities. Then I jump in a more bigger scale tourism and have a tour operator for a few years. And then unfortunately I have to shut it down because the past government, kind of like tourism went down. So I just get back to something that I am really good at it. Not saying that I was not good at the other part, but I really, my passion is to try to facilitate for those that are trying to figure it out, their move here. So I joined partnership with a friend of mine, and I create Retiring Panama Tours. Same thing I was doing with Mucho Gusto Panama, just bigger, but not so big scale, because my tour is only, or my service is only for 10 people. So I like to keep it always customized, personalized as much as possible.
So you take groups of up to 10 tourists who want to learn about Panama, living in Panama, and you take them around the entire country? Is that what you do?
Sir. Yes, sir.
Cool.
Wow.
So, but the thing is, for me to do it in small groups, it's an opportunity to get to know each other better. It's an opportunity for me to feel every single of them better.
Okay.
And also to know their expectations, their feeling, and just to get to know each other. Because for me, there is no business without relationship.
Right.
Absolutely. Yeah. Excellent.
Yeah.
Oscar,
you are a very personable guy. I can say that from dealing, getting to know you a little bit. And I didn't know that you were, the past thing with what's it called, Cineprop?
Cineprop, yeah.
Yeah, that you don't seem to be like the guy I would call for an emergency, unless I needed a party right away. That's like,
well, that could be an emergency party.
Oh, we need a party.
Oscar, I need a party right away. Can you
or you say, hey, I need to move. Can you teach me some, and I'll teach you some moves.
Yeah, there you go.
But I have to tell you, like from your previous Mucho Gusto, was that what it was called? When I just a little story. When I got my pensionado, and I had a very good lawyer. I love the guy. It was great. And he told me, and when I was going, the day I was going to get my card, he told me to go to the office where you get it. And I missed part of the message. I was supposed to meet somebody there, but I just went there. And there's, I don't know, Patrick, if you've not done it, it's a building.
Oh, I'm not yet.
2 floors. There's thousands of people, it looks like, waiting on different lines, and I was lost. I'm like, what do I do? What do I do? I didn't know. And your first instinct is to like, wait on the line, get on a line, and I started asking people. They couldn't tell me where to go because it's a long process where you have to sit there. Finally, I call my lawyer, and he's like, what are you doing? Just wait outside for my guy is going to come, and he walked me through the thing, and it was pretty easy. But if you can't do it alone, it's very hard to do that alone.
And some people are willing to take the chance and get it, and some people they maybe know the language and they feel very independent. some of them will be just
Maybe,
fine.
maybe if
Figure
your
it out.
Spanish is really, really good
Yeah.
and you're used to the bureaucracy and everything, you can do it. But I
But
absolutely could not do it.
it is for us Northern gringos. Oscar, can you be considered a gringo? Because you're from below Panama. I thought gringos only came from America and Canada or Europe or something. No.
Well, I consider myself another expert like you guys, you
Yeah,
know, in a way,
exactly.
because I'm away from my home country like you
Right.
guys are when
Right.
you're in Panama.
Yeah.
Regardless the nationality, anyone,
Right.
as any form is any expat.
See.
So I for me actually it was a little more difficult when I just got here because my nationality, unfortunately, the reputation that Colombia has, or
Well,
used to have a long time ago.
Yeah, interesting, because a lot of people may not realize that Panama used to be part of Colombia.
Yeah,
We
before
celebrate
1903.
Separation Day.
Yeah, before
Coming up,
1903,
I
we used
think
to be part of the Gran Colombia.
See.
Yeah.
But I've got an important question for you, Oscar, and it may be different for you. But you got to Panama, you got to Boquete, you moved in, you settled in, you got there, but there's something you didn't know that nobody told you, and you weren't able to find out beforehand. Maybe one thing that you didn't know that kind of surprised you or took you by surprise or caught you off guard. What is that one thing, Oscar?
I guess one of the things that was the expectation, and also like how things move forward.
Okay.
Like I know we're Latin Americans. We're very similar in many ways. Some countries are faster than others. Some countries are slower than others. And even though I grew up in a big city, and Latin America big cities like has the same rules as any other big city. Everything is go.
Chop, chop, go.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So one of the things that I learned here, like many of us, is how mañana doesn't mean mañana.
Okay. It could mean.
And that's one of the main reasons why people struggle moving to Latin America, example, Panama.
Interesting.
Right.
I think that's a good comparison, talking about the difference between the big city and Boquete is a little country town, basically. I call it Mayberry of Panama. But life in small town America is actually kind of similar in terms of the pace. And
you know what? It is. But maybe not now, but when I just got here, even in Panama City, we not get things done. Just it will be mañana, and mañana will not be mañana.
Yeah.
Well, I think we have to finish the joke, because I've heard that so many times when I first got here. It's that mañana does not mean tomorrow. It means not today. It's not. It's not happening. If somebody says mañana, it's like it might be tomorrow, but it's not going to happen today, and it might not be tomorrow either.
Well, I think that's a very valuable thing to know, because I think maybe one of the hardest parts for most North Americans anyway is adjusting to the rhythm of life in Central America.
Very hard. Very, very hard. You have to be relaxed. You have
absolutely.
to
You got to be tranquilo, baby.
Take it easy here,
But not just relax.
Tomorrow it might be the next day, but you can't be that, that like intense guy that demands things be done.
You've got to be relaxed. You've got to be patient. You've got to have understanding.
One thing is this: the past, how fast or slow, but also is how you approach situations and people. That's also another key. This is why you need to really understand. This is why it's important. That's why I consider myself in a way a bridge between both cultures, because as a Latin American, I can understand my peeps from here, from Panama.
Right.
But as I have family and I've been interacting with North Americans for a while, since 2006, I also have the expectations, so I can just adjust this. How is the transition, one another, the synergy between both? And that's why I love my job. I really do love my job.
That's why you're so good at it.
I think we'll be happy to put some contact information underneath the video for you.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
people can contact you. It's
you've
been a
got a
pleasure
YouTube-
having you. I think we're running out of time.
Just about out. Oscar, you've
Yeah.
got a YouTube channel, don't you?
I do have a YouTube channel.
All right,
so
I'll put a link to it.
And I just wanted to let you know then, besides this Retirement Panama Tours, I created another sister company. It's called Panama Expat Service, which is about what we were just talking, the assistance. Because here in Panama, there are already people that are already here, or are people that are about to move here, but they don't want to join the tour, and that's okay.
Okay.
But they still might need assistance.
Yeah.
We can hear more from you, but it'll have to be mañana.
All right,
Mañana. Oscar, thank you so much for
Thank
joining
you.
us today.
Guys.
This has been great. And
Awesome.
you take care. Mike, you take care.
You take care, Patrick.
I'll take care.
Oscar, so thankful for you to appear today.
Yeah, buddy.
Always
Thank
good
you,
to see
man.
Thank you, guys. See you
All
soon.
right, everybody, have a great week.